This one is a very important one, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about our program, the Honor Apps here, but I'm not going to. He's going to, but he doesn't know I'm going to have him do this. So, backing up and securing data. That is very important when you're playing in the cloud with information that's important to you, okay? So let's assume for a second that I have put all of my veteran applications into this cloud over here. So specifics of the Honor Apps and how did the backups or data work there? He really didn't know I was doing this.
So I'll talk through this end to end. It is.
I think you're okay.
So the data is stored. We actually have two types of data that's stored for the Honor Apps thing. You have like your documents and those kinds of things, and we have the data itself. The data is stored in a Amazon version of a SQL database. And it is what they call geographically redundant. So I actually have one copy of the data is on the West Coast and one copy of the data is on the East Coast. And they're both read-write capable. So if either one of those environments goes down, everything continues to function and all your data is duplicated there. The data itself is actually stored on what they call S3 disks, and S3 disks are naturally redundant, which means in the West Coast, when it's storing the data there, it actually stores it on two different machines simultaneously in two different data centers, so that if one of those machines goes down, you have the other one in place, and it is doing a constant data integrity. So if there's some corruption of data, it will recover from that, hopefully seamlessly. So that's where your veteran data is stored in your database infrastructure. All of that, like I say, is behind a load balancer, so that one request goes to the appropriate destination for the quickest response. Your data, like your documents, similarly architected hard drives, you have all of the data is stored redundantly, so on two different disks in two different places that look like a single disk because it's all virtualized. We then take all of that data and using a daily backup process, we back up both the database and the documents into yet another environment that does automated data backups for us and retains them for 30 days. And generally speaking, we know if we need data usually within the next day or two, but we keep it around for 30 days just in case. And actually I've said that, but I'm pretty sure we then keep a snapshot of every 30 days for a year, and then each year for something like 5 years, which we haven't gotten to that limit yet. So all in all, your data is stored on no less than something like 16 different hard drives in an environment that's designed to have none of them ever fail, but any one of them ever did, you'd still have the data somewhere.
Who understood what he just said?
That was very clear.
I know it was. Awesome. Okay, good. Who has that type of system that they handle their data on for the hubs right now? You all got to raise your hand because you're using our system. So we put a lot in fortifying the infrastructure because to us, data is important, right? Having those snapshots, having that type of ability is important because the data is important. It can't just live in my day planner anymore. Data is important.